Hi, I'm Krista. Welcome to the reading. I thought it would be fun to do an Easter pick a pile reading, so today you can choose from pile 1 or pile 2. Hi, if you pick pile number 1, the green egg, then this is your reading. Green always makes me think of renewal and spring and new growth, so this may be something you're experiencing right now. But let's go ahead and look at the cards. Okay, you have gentleness, respond softly, song, celebrate and express yourself. Abundance flows effortlessly into my life. It is natural for me to thrive. Control, link your own constellations and take control. Manifest, dream deep and ask for what you want. In Loon, intuitive, listen to the song in your soul. Trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. And with this card here, song, I'm getting that you're the type of person who walks to the beat of their own drum. And I can't help but notice all the birds and feathers in your reading. Like there's a feather here and these two cards with birds in it. And I'm feeling this sense of freedom and release. That the birds in this card are representing freedom. And I feel that way because of this card control here. And it's like maybe at one point you felt like a bird trapped in a cage, that you couldn't express yourself or live how you wanted to live. And whether that is through control by someone else or you were trying to control the situation and it was like blocking something for you. And I'm being called to this word flows, and I'm seeing like a pipe being turned on, like water flowing through a pipe, where before there was a shut-off valve or something there and the water had stopped. But now it's like something is unblocked, and I feel that that is because you've connected to your own soul. Like you're connecting to your intuition, and this card reminds me of like your heartbeat, like you're more in tune with that rhythm of your heart, like the song inside of yourself. Just like the loon, they have that really powerful bird call, and it's like that's what you're doing now. You have this really powerful call because you're living in tune with yourself. And that has turned this flow on, turned this abundance on in your life. And now you're in this energy, this renewal, like with the green, of manifesting things into your life, where things flow more naturally and more easily to you. But with this card here, gentleness, that tells me that that hasn't always been the case, that you've known a lot of struggle. And I'm hearing the words like restricted and silenced, something that stifled your intuition or made you feel that your intuition was wrong. That thing that had that control over you. And I'm noticing the babies in this picture, that this card has a baby and there's little baby loons here. So maybe this is something that happened in childhood. And I'm being drawn to the recognize that you are unique and that you are loved, and that this is your adult self now, giving your inner child love, that maybe you didn't feel seen when you were a child, that you were different or maybe overly sensitive because you were intuitive and you were put in a situation where your gifts weren't allowed to shine. And I just realized that both of these cards say song, the song in your soul. And I'm feeling this excitement, this joy, and finally being able to be yourself, to connecting to your essence and putting your song out there. And that could be a literal song or just you expressing your most authentic self. And that's a new feeling for you. And I get this feeling like you nourished yourself, that you took care of yourself and did this inner work, like realize this self love within yourself in solitude, that you didn't need this outside validation to realize the truth of what you are and what you mean and how loved you are and how much you love yourself. And now that you're in this energy of self love, it's like you're beaming that out, like you just can't help but be joyful and help but be happy. And I notice all these other birds. It's like the other birds are coming in. And I'm hearing that you're attracting others to harmonize with you. And I'm hearing the word Looney Tune. Like maybe people in your past thought you were weird or a little bit loony. There's just feeling of feeling different from others that you were around. And now you're embracing that uniqueness about you and realizing what a gift it is and attracting other people like you. And I'm noticing the pearl here too. It's like there was some type of obstacle or something about your life where it gave you grit, but through that struggle you realized you were this like shining pearl, that was your gift. And I'm hearing part of that gift is manifesting, like the ability to attract and manifest. What does this back of this say? Message from Archangel Ariel. Call upon me, the Archangel of Manifestation. There you go. To bring abundance and prosperity into your life. So that is 2 cards with the word manifest. So if anything you need to know right now, you have this like superpower of manifesting what you want in your life. And I'm thinking of how like the indigenous people would use rituals to call things in. And I feel you have that ability. But maybe you don't even know you have that ability, and this reading is here to let you know that that is something you can expect. But I'm going to pull another card here. Lamb 23. Nothing is ever late and everything is as it should be. Trust in the salve. And I immediately noticed the green and the daffodils, this renewing spring energy. And I don't know why, but with the lamb, I'm hearing like sacrificial lamb. Like maybe you felt like some type of sacrificial lamb in your family. The other thing I'm feeling is you sacrificed yourself for someone else, or you sacrificed your dreams for another person's dreams. And you may think it's too late to manifest and pursue what you want. And I feel like Spirit is saying it's just the opposite. Like you are right on time, and it's one of those like everything happens for a reason. It's like they're saying, would you have become that pearl if you wouldn't have gone through what you've gone through? And the guidebook for this card says, divine timing is at work here. However, you may find your journey will move along just a bit faster by openly communicating your desires and needs. And that is that manifestation power that you have, speaking things into existence. And the lamb, that's another baby. So I feel like Spirit is saying to be gentle in this new process, be gentle in this new way of being that you're experiencing. Be gentle towards yourself. I think of a seedling and how much care and attention a seedling needs. And it's kind of like you're that seedling right now. You're in a very tender, gentle moment, this new beginning. And going back to that flow energy, just to go with the flow. And they're saying emotions. So I feel like when these emotions rise, where maybe something comes up from that past version of you, to just be gentle with yourself and slowly work through it, slowly process it, to give yourself that solitude and space that you need. I'm hearing like to hold that emotion, to hold that response and tell yourself you're safe and it's okay and to let it go. And that will help bring you this lightness. Like I'm noticing the feather again and how this lamb is like on her shoulders, that maybe these emotions are things that weigh you down, that you've been burdened with, and Spirit is saying in this new phase we're letting all that go, we're putting it down so that you can be in this freedom energy, this energy of lightness and joy. I'm going to go ahead and pull one more card from this emotional support deck. Your struggle is not an indication of failure. And I feel Spirit is reiterating this. Whatever you struggled with in the past, this is a new version. This is your renewal, and you don't have to carry that with you anymore. It's okay to let it go. And that you're not late. To let go of that burden of trying to change the past, or wishing you had started something sooner, or wishing you had taken action or said something, or whatever it is. They're saying to let all of that go. All of that struggle go, put it down, Don't carry this sacrifice on your back anymore, because you're meant to be in this joyful energy, this freedom. Again, the owl here, it's like the owl has gained wisdom, and the struggle was all meant for a reason. It was all meant to help you achieve this wisdom, to be part of something bigger, to call in these other birds to like join your cause, to manifest something great for yourself. And I feel that's the perfect place to end this reading. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Let me know if this reading resonated with you. And until I see you again in the next reading, I'm wishing you a wonderful and blessed day. Bye. Hi, if you pick pile number 2, the blue egg, then this is your reading. Let's go ahead and take a look at your cards. Wisdom Bringer, Earth School, Discernment, Truth and Clarity, Self-Care, Spoil Yourself in the Moonlight, Expand, Growth is often uncomfortable and messy but necessary. I forgive all prior conflicts in my life. I release the past in favor of peace and healing. An Eagle, Mastery. You are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. Okay, wow, we already have the word wisdom and this idea of releasing the past twice in this reading from different decks. And what does the back of this say? Archangel Zadkiel, as the Archangel of Forgiveness, I can free you from unhealthy ties to the past that keep you from living in joy. This is interesting because Pile 1 just talked a lot about freedom and moving on from the past. And I see a lot of similarities between the two piles. So if you also felt called to Pile 1, you might want to check that out. But I do feel like the same themes that were in Pile 1 is in Pile 2, but Pile 2 is more of a advanced, like it says mastery, like you've mastered this sense of letting the past go, of forgiving. And I keep hearing the words truth teller, that you are a truth teller, that people go to you for wisdom, for discernment, that you can point people in the direction they need to go, that is one of your gifts, is showing people the way forward. And I get that from this compass here. It's like you know your true north, and because you know your true north and you've learned that discernment for yourself, it puts you in this position of mastery and power that you're doing that for others. And I very much get like spiritual transformation from these cards, especially from this Eagle card. It's the ability to see things from a higher perspective. Like she has this blindfold taken off, and it's like you can truly see things, or can see things that other people can't see. And you might even have, I'm feeling like Akashic records from this card, that maybe you're somebody that can tap into the Akashic records. In the blue from this egg, I keep thinking like royalty, like a royal bloodline, maybe like a spiritual royal bloodline, or something that has been passed down to you, like this ability has been passed down to you. And what I feel like Spirit wants to tell you in this reading is that your gifts are expanding, that your gifts are growing even stronger, and to expect more people to come to you for this wisdom. And where it says you are guided by the winds of spirit, I feel it's also a reminder to check in with your guides, check in with spirit, like have those rituals in place that you do that help keep you in this expansive energy. And I'm also hearing the word balance, and they're saying that you found this balance between living in the human world and connecting to spirit, that your spirit self and your human self are in balance. And that is part of the mastery that you've acquired, this gift that you've acquired. And I'm hearing for some that you don't even know that you can tune into the Akashic records. And I feel that with the baby here, that it's this new skill that you don't even realize that you have yet. And it will be something that you're learning, and that will be part of your expansion. Spring Hike, a horizon of possibilities welcomes the curiosity of your soul. Keywords, a feeling of discovery, climbing higher, and maybe that discovery is tuning more into your spiritual gifts. The guidebook says that feeling of discovery, stumbling upon something you had no knowledge of, suddenly washes away any darkness that is attempting to linger in your soul. What more might you find if you climbed a little higher, went a little further, or stayed a little longer? It's time to imagine what else is possible for you. There's always a chance to go deeper, exploring far beyond what is comfortable or immediately available. What's at the heart of your motivations? It's interesting. It's like Spirit is saying, we see you, we understand that you're in this place of knowing your gifts, that you understand yourself, you understand. It's like understanding where you are in the world, like getting that footing where maybe Pal 1 didn't quite have that foothold yet, but you are deep into who you are. You know who you are as a person. You know what you can offer others. That you understand yourself. It's like a mastery of soul. And now Spirit is saying, okay, now that you're here, where else can you take it? Where else can you put your energy? And in my mind's eye, they're showing me the medium John Holland. And for a long time, John Holland, like, he worked as a practicing medium. Like, he was on TV and doing tours, and he was a very successful medium. And now he talks a lot about how his true purpose is he uses his mediumship abilities to raise money to help animals that need, like, surgeries and vet care. That his sole purpose wasn't the mediumship, but that the mediumship was a tool to aid in his soul's purpose. And I feel like that's what Spirit is asking you right now. Like, are you open to another experience? Are you open to different experiences? Or are you open to exploring different experiences? Saying yes to things that you may not have considered, and just letting life lead you to finding this joy in something else. And John Holland has talked before about how he was never really a dog person, and then he got a dog, and now he's found this new meaning in helping animals. So to me, it's like the Spirit saying, is there something you can explore? Is there something you can say yes to that maybe you wouldn't have considered before, but now you feel like a pulling towards it? And I'm drawn to this. You are guided by the winds of Spirit. Like, is Spirit calling you towards something? And I feel that's where the self-care card comes in, because the self-care is saying yes to those things, to allowing yourself to have time to explore those things. And then this card is on the bottom, germination. Trust in and fully embrace the emerging path to who you truly are. That's great confirmation. It's like there is something else that wants to come out, some new experience that wants to root in your life. The guidebook says, working behind the scenes is done. You have gotten far enough to solidify your desired outcome without fear of interference. And yeah, that to me is just like confirmation that you're in this place of, I'm hearing like self sufficiency, like you've learned, you're steady on the ground, like you've achieved this balance in your life, and things are good, things are settled. They're showing me this like even keel. And I keep hearing Spirit say, but what else? But what else are you gonna do? How else are you gonna go past your comfort zone? And they're saying like you grow outside your comfort zone. That phrase, that there's room to keep expanding in your life, and that in itself is part of your purpose. This Earth School, like you are always continuously learning. Like you are this wisdom bringer, and part of that wisdom is the ability of not only being a teacher but being a student, of constantly going back, kind of like how a doctor, like when they go through medical school, they don't just stop learning. Well, a lot of them do, but but they don't just stop learning, but they are constantly looking at the new research coming out. And I feel like Spirit is saying that's what they want you to do. Like, what new things can you explore? What new possibilities are open to you? What do you connect with? And that this pursuit will bring joy to your life. I feel like pulling one more card from this deck. Protection. You are safe. Do not fear. We are with you always and surround you always with invisible wings of light. And then this is on the bottom of the deck. Truth. The best way through the current situation is to just speak your truth. Contrary to what you may think, no one will be hurt if you express exactly how you feel. So maybe there's a path that you already have in your mind, but you haven't taken that step out of fear or out of judgment. And I feel like your guides are saying, you are safe, you are protected, and that, again, you are a truth teller. So don't be afraid to take those next steps towards whatever this is. And then this is on the bottom too. Have faith. Do not lose faith. The storm clouds will soon clear and the sun will shine once more. And to me, in this reading, this is saying, like, to have faith in going deeper and exploring, into following your truth. But that feels like a good place to end a reading. I don't want to keep you too much longer. Thank you for hanging out with me today. And until we meet in the next reading, I'm wishing you a wonderful and blessed day. Bye.